other thing. You got to really sort of immerse yourself in it, right? Well, you started directing stuff when you were doing rock videos, right?
Well, that's how I started with videos, and now what I've been doing in between movies is doing some TV and some TV commercials.
Yeah, what was that commercial you did for like Woolite or something?
I did a Woolite commercial, and I've done some other
now
ones
that
since then.
seems odd.
No, you know what? I've always heard...
Rob Zombie for Woolite.
I've always heard that commercial directing is probably the best training for movie directing. That these
You're
are the
telling
guys.
a story.
These are guys who actually are on the cutting edge of the technology. Because commercials, they put up a lot of money for them, and you can experiment, right?
Well, what's good about what I like about commercials is it feels like, it'd be like if you did a tour and you played one show a year, right. And after that show you'd be like, that was a terrible show. You need to do in a lot of shows. You kind of get in the groove, and at least the commercials, you feel like you keep your sort of directing chops up because you're there and you're working. Because sometimes if you haven't done a movie for 2 years, you walk on set and you feel like this is awkward.
Where is this Woolite commercial? I want to see it. Well, I mean, did you do some sort of weird commercial, or was it like
pretty
a straight...
weird. The thing with the commercials, they're not my ideas. They come to you. The ad agency has agonized over it for sometimes a year.
Wow.
And they bring you the boards. But it's all over YouTube for sure. But
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty. But what I liked about it, they wanted to do something, of course, that was like scary.
Right.
It's a pretty weird Woolite commercial. It looks like a guy's dragging a dead body through a field.
For Woolite?
For Woolite.
Wow. How weird. Was this an internet commercial? They didn't air it.
No, it's still on TV. It was so successful that they're still running it. They've been running it for 2 years. I've seen it so much on television.
Do you get paid every time they run it? Is it one of those? No, you don't. You get paid one shot deal.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
What a shame.
So a person is dragging somebody...
Dragging like what looks like a body bag through a field, in like this creepy field, and there's a spooky house and stuff. It looks like a serial killer. And then he starts pulling out laundry and torturing the laundry on these torture devices, and it's like, don't torture your clothes, use Woolite. But at the end of the commercial, there's all the nice stuff, like the pretty people wearing their nice clothes.
Yeah.
That was the stuff that was fun to film because it was so easy.
Are you becoming the guy who they go to for horror movies and stuff? I mean, are you only going to be a horror movie director?
No, this movie I just did will be the last one that I do, I think.
You're talking about... The new movie, by the way, is called... Hold on, Lords of Salem.
Yeah, the Lords of Salem.
Which opens nationwide this Friday. Were you... we've discussed this a million times, but were you upset that they put on the Munsters television show and they didn't tap you for that? Because no one is a bigger Munsters fan besides myself. Well, you and me, right?
No, I never even crossed my mind. I figured, like, with TV shows, it's like...
Did you watch the Munsters, the remake?
Missed it because I was on tour, and I forgot to watch it.
You never saw it?
I never got to see it.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah,
like, Robin didn't think it was good.
But
I loved it.
I was unsure of it till that night at your house hanging out with Jerry. And he's so funny.
Right. You got it.
I got why they would cast him, because he's so funny.
How big of a Munsters fan are you? If I was to ask you questions about the Munsters, do you think you could answer them?
I don't know.
I want to test you.
I wore this for you today.
Oh, yeah, you got the Herman Munster shirt. I love the Munster.
But,
let me see how good you are.
I bet I won't remember any of them.
Let's see.
There was a time where I was...
How many times have you watched the Munsters, the episodes?
I don't know. I mean, I've been watching it over and over since I was a little kid, but I haven't watched it recently.
Let me see how you do. I'm going to really test you now. Let's call this the Munsters game.
Okay.
With my special guest, Rob Zombie.
Right.
All right, here we go. You ready?
I don't know.
Herman drove the Munster coach. What was the name of Grandpa's coffin car?
Well, that's easy. Dragula.
Dragula, of course. I start you off. All right, that's one. You got it right.
That'd be nice. I don't get that one.
All right. Of course, you wrote a song called Dragula.
Yes.
All right.
Softball question.
There were two actresses who played Marilyn. Name them.
There was first Beverly Owen, who quit after 13 episodes because she wanted to be with her boyfriend.
Yes.
And that didn't go anywhere. And then Pat Priest replaced her.
Excellent. That is correct.
Which, it's funny as a kid when they would always do that, you wouldn't even notice. You'd go like, why does she look weird now?
Yeah, and it was weird, too, because
like
the original Marilyn was young, and then the one they got second was like an old 44-year-old woman.
I think she was only 30.
30-something. But back then it was old.
But at least she was blonde. You could always tell the first one. I think she was always wearing a wig because she'd always wear like a...
And Beverly Owen had to leave because her boyfriend lived in New York.
Yeah.
She marries the fucking guy, gives up the Munsters, and guess what? They got a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
She could be at a convention signing pictures of herself from 40 years ago right now.
What was the name of Grandpa's pet bat?
I assume it was Igor.
Correct. What do you mean you assume it was Igor?
That was the first thing that popped in my head, but I wasn't.
All right.
You know.
Now, here's a good one. Let me see how good you are.
Okay.
What was the name of the funeral parlor that Herman worked at?
Gateman, Goodman, and Graves, I think.
Oh, my God. Beautiful. Gateman, Woodbury, and Graves.
Yeah.
I'm
Look
very
at you.
impressed.
What was the name of Herman's twin brother?
That I don't think I'm going to remember.
Come on, you can pull this out.
His twin brother.
Herman had a twin brother.
Yeah. He was all like, he was always wearing an ascot.
Right.
I can't think
Herman's brother wore an ascot.
He was more refined than Herman.
Starts with a C.
I can't think of it right now.
Charlie.
Okay.
How do you not know that?
But that was the name of the episode too. He was on something with the name Charlie in it.
In the
A
episode entitled...
monsterologist.
In the end, listen, this guy's good. Rob comes to my house and we sit and watch Munsters.
Oh my god!
On the big screen, though.
On the big screen. I got a big screen.
He built the
Is it
screening room so we
different?
can watch the Munsters.
Yeah, it was
Is
so
it
much fun. And it was weird because Jimmy Kimmel was over, and I think I don't know that Jimmy's that into the Munsters,
Jimmy doesn't dig the Munsters.
but he wanted to bond with us, so he sat and watched the Munsters with us because we were insane. In the episode entitled Herman the Rookie, what baseball team did Herman try out for?
Oh, good question. I haven't seen that episode in a long time. I don't know. Was it the Dodgers?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Look at you.
that was a guess, though.
Don't you remember? Because I forget who was in the episode. But
Some episodes. Was Sandy Koufax the episode?
Yeah. What was the name of Eddie's doll?
Oh, that was Woof Woof.
Correct. Woof Woof.
Look at the ear was
good
always
he is.
coming off.
My God, you spent a lot of time.
Oh, what, you think Rob had a life? If there wasn't for rock music, he'd still be in his room watching. You ever think about that? Like what you'd be doing if it wasn't for, rock music? Like
It would. Well, yeah, it would be sad because I remember having that moment. I think you ever have that moment where you're like, you might only be 21, but I had no job. I had got kicked out of college, and I remember sitting in my crappy apartment in New Jersey thinking, well, you did it. You're a loser. With nothing in sight, like, you did it. You're a loser.
What was the college?
Parsons School of Design.
Yeah. You got kicked out?
Well, I would never go, so my grades got so low they kicked me out.
Did your parents pay for it, or did you pay for it?
Well, no, they paid for it. I since paid them back, but
were they livid? Like, hey, we're paying for this.
I think they were relieved. I mean, they didn't pay beyond what I went. So
yeah, but I'm just saying, they're paying for it, and they have this son who, like isn't even going to class, and they're probably like, why the hell are you making us pay for this
I'm
thing?
sure for many years, I was a horrible disappointment.
What were you thinking not going to class? Why?
I was thinking that I moved from a boring town, and I was in New York City, and it was more fun to go to Danceteria all night long than to get up and go to class.
You went to a place called Danceteria?
Yeah, remember that place?
But you didn't dance.
No, it was just called Danceteria for whatever reason. It was a cheesy name, but... it was 4 or 5 floors, and it was a great place.
And you get laid there?
No.
Did you have the whole beard and the whole look?
No, I don't. I was pretty young. I don't think my beard would have grown then.
In high school, were you happening at all? Were you getting laid, or were you just like kind of a loser?
What are we doing right now?
What do you mean?
You're reading me questions about the Munsters.
Oh.
Doesn't that answer the other question you just asked me?
Yeah, right. Okay. How old were you when you first got a woman?
I don't know, 16 maybe?
16? Oh, so you weren't doing so bad.
Well, when you're 16, it seems horrible. I usually think it should be like... 14.
What was the name of the old ring Eddie found in the attic that carried a terrible curse?
Oh, yeah. That was...
This would be really incredible.
Yeah,
if you got
no, I
this.
think it's... I forget how they would say it. It's almost like Lugosi is like the word, but...
Very good.
But is that the word? It's
an emerald.
Different,
It's
I can't remember how they would...
It was the...
Emerald Lugosi?
It was,
No.
It was the Fregosi.
Fregosi, yeah.
Emerald.
The
Very good.
Fregosi.
I'm going to give you that one. That was close.
I think I was never quite sure what Grandpa was saying when he would say it.
Herman, it's the Fregosi Emerald.
Yeah, like...
Okay, if you get this, you will be the greatest Munsters trivia
I already got
expert
one
of all
wrong,
time.
so I'm
Yeah,
not.
but this is a tough one.
All right.
Very few people know this one. What was Herman's wife's name in the pilot? It was not Lily.
Oh, yeah, and it wasn't...
It was not Lily.
wasn't Yvonne DiCarlo either.
No.
It was... I got to replay that episode in my head because Happy Durman was the Eddie that
Right.
they didn't use, who was horrible.
That's right. That's right. A lot of the
And Yeah, what was her name?
I'll give it to you.
No, I'll think of it.
All right, go ahead.
Damn it. Phoebe.
That's correct. Phoebe. Holy
Who
mackerel.
played her? Who played
her?
I forget. I read this recently too. It's weird that it wasn't Lily. You know, it wasn't. They had a hard time. They had a hard time getting Yvonne DiCarlo to do it.
Well, yeah, I suppose there's a lot of attitude because I guess they considered her a movie star.
Yeah.
But,
She didn't want to do TV. Meanwhile, it's the best thing ever happened to her.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, one last one, and that's it. Phoebe is awesome. I should probably stop there.
Was it
but
Joan Marshall that played Phoebe?
I don't remember.
All right.
Who provided the primary voice for the Raven and the cuckoo clock that bugs her?
Probably Mel Blanc.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, look at you. Look at that. Impressive, no?
I thought those questions would be harder. That's why I was afraid of.
Who was the band that came on the Munsters, remember?
Standells.
Right. Joe
Yeah.
asked that from Mount Pleasant. Okay, Joe, there's your answer. Wow. Yeah, you should have directed the Munsters movie or something.
I still want to see that TV show just to...
Yeah, it was good.
Did it
I
seem
thought
like
so.
the Munsters, or was it just something...
No, it was something cool, though. It was
Yeah.
it was different. It was all right. So...
Did you say Joan Marshall? You're right.
Yeah, look
Oh,
at
there
this
you go.
guy. He's on fire. I'm telling you, when I watch the Munsters with him, it's a pure delight. Like, he's sitting there mouthing all the words, you know.
There's some great
Wow.
stuff in there, too, some bloopers. There's one scene, I can't remember what episode it was, where Herman's coming down the stairs and he's talking to Lily, and a crew guy wanders by in the background, and they didn't cut it. It's like just some guy in a white T-shirt walks by in the back. It's so funny.
Yeah,
See, that's why you can't recreate that.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
The best one, remember the episode with Zombo?
Zombo is the best
That's the best
episode
one,
ever.
Louis Nye.
Right. Yes.
But like at the beginning of that episode, when Eddie's sitting on the, I guess I did watch the Munsters a lot.
Yeah.
Beginning of the episode, when Eddie's sitting on the front porch talking to his friends about Zombo.
Right.
Eddie must have learned everyone's lines because when the other kids are talking, he's mouthing the words to what they're saying through the whole thing.
that's
Don't you remember
funny.
when we were watching Zombo together?
Maybe that's what we're.
Yeah, right. That's the Zombo is the best one.
That's my favorite one.
Because Eddie thought Zombo was a real guy, and then
Yeah.
when he learns he isn't, he's completely destroyed. It's awesome. Anyway, so the new movie, Rob, we could do this all day.
Oh,
Wait,
this
maybe
is
we should.
funny.
Yeah, maybe we should do it all day. People like it. The new movie is called... Well, first of all, I should tell you the new CD is called Venomous Rat Regeneration Vendor, which is some name. You know, I
Yes.
still fantasize... I screwed up so bad when we recorded
Why do
together.
you always say that? You always say that.
You know I did. You can be honest. I couldn't get the voice you wanted me to get. I should have sang it in my regular voice.
Yeah.
You know, and I still feel I need to get back in the studio and record that thing
Are you going to
properly.
redo?
We need to do an updated version of that.
I need a remake on
Because
that.
I can see from Twitter you want to get rid of it.
No, I don't.
Oh, then why is everyone always tweeting me? Oh,
No.
we got to keep that song. We got to
That
keep
song is always going to be the
Okay.
theme song. But we had a theme song contest, so people thought, "Oh, you want to get rid of Rob?" saying it. But
okay.
no, it was just
Okay,
something
well, then I'll
fun to
ignore
do.
all that.
Yeah, no, that
I
will
thought it was
always
out
be.
the window.
But the new movie is called The Lords of Salem. Are you nervous about the box office here? You always say no, but I don't believe you. I think you are.
I'm not because this movie's a little different. Like the last couple movies I did, like the Halloween films, they were coming out on 4,000 screens, big wide release. This is a smaller release, so
What does that mean? I mean, I have
Less
to go
screens,
I
you
have
know.
to search around for it.
yeah. Well, I mean, it a little bit more. I mean, it won't be. It'll be. If you want to see it, you can find it, but it's not going to be every single theater you go to.
But
like
you made a
Halloween.
statement. You said, "Hey, my movies are not for everyone. That I know that half the audience will like it and half the audience
Yeah.
won't, and I don't care. You don't care.
Well-
you can't please everyone,
I wouldn't know how to please everyone if I had to.
right? You don't do market research on these things.
Well, no, because I mean, we would not with this film, but with the other films, you know, you do the test screening and you listen to it, but you can't. What can you derive from that?
Did you
know?
write the script for Lords of Salem?
Yeah.
And what is this script? What is it about? In other words, it's a radio disc jockey, right?
Yeah, it's like it's a show that's sort of like the bad version of this show.
So was I the inspiration for your movie? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
Yeah, I
well, there's
was.
a character that's sort of like if you and Fred were one person,
I see. Wow. We are one person.
but
We are
actually
like one.
inhabiting one body.
So there's a character where so there's a disc jockey, and the disc jockey becomes possessed by witches?
Eventually, yes, because of her lineage back to something that happened in 1697, and
And your wife
Yada, yada.
plays the disc jockey?
well, she's one of them. She's sort of the Robin.
Robin,
who laughs happily at everything that
not everything. Trust me.
The two-headed Howard and Fred creature says, even when it's not funny.
I see.
Oh, how dare you?
Yeah.
No, in the movie.
In the movie,
not
in real life. Yes. He laughs only at funny things.
Always funny in real life.
That's
it's
right.
just not in the movie.
And so, your philosophy I like about this movie. You said corporate America wants everyone to like everything all the time. That their expectation is that businesses are like...
When did I say all this important stuff?
You said corporate America wants everyone to like everything. You must like all TV shows. You must like all products because that's how they make the most money. But the things that I've always loved, this is you talking, aren't the things that always make the most money.
Well, of course,
and you're right.
I mean, the stuff that I love, I think there's a few things in life that made a fortune that everybody loves, like the Beatles.
Right.
That everyone goes, okay, it was hugely popular and amazing, but most of the time that's not the case.
But do you think you say that because you're fearful that America will not love your film? You're saying it out of fear rather than confidence.
No, I think I'm just being honest for a change, because you just realize, I think what happens after a while is you just realize, it becomes like, what are you chasing? Because I see people do that, like they just seem... not to name anybody, but after a certain age, you see someone, you go like, you're already the #1 box office star in the world. You have $1 billion. Why do you seem so
miserable,
paranoid? You seem miserable, and you seem so desperate to have everyone love you all the time.
Yes.
Who gives a shit?
Well, if you truly feel that way, that's extremely healthy. Because rather than sitting and creating art for the masses, you're sitting and creating art because you love it. And that's probably purest.
I think the big thing that changed my mind on that was when I made the first Halloween movie, there was stuff about it I wasn't happy with. So it always bothered me. And then the movie came out, and it was #1, and it made a fortune and broke the box office records. And it didn't make me happy because I was so hyper obsessed on what was wrong with the film in my mind, that I knew at that moment that will never matter to me.
Do you think things were wrong with it because you were trying to make it commercially successful and you were trying to please all of your corporate masters?
I think at that point, I don't remember, but it was just, I felt rushed. I felt there were too many cooks in the kitchen, like, you know how it becomes.
So how much money did it cost to make Lords of Salem?
Oh, this is a cheaper film. This was only like $2.5 million.
$2.5 million bucks.
Smaller.
How could you make a movie for that these days?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, and so you made it for $2.5 million. So if the movie makes $20 million, you're hit a home run, right?
Well, yeah, no, that's the thing. That's what's great about it too, where I don't have to worry because it's gonna make money no matter what.
Right.
That's so I guess you can stop worrying once that factor comes out.
Are other rock and roll people, particularly in the heavy metal genre, jealous of you because you have something more going on than just music?
I don't think so. No.
I do.
I never noticed that.
Why does this guy from Gwar give you a hard time?
I don't know.
He does. You know that.
No, I don't know.
He does.
I don't know. I don't know anything about.
He's always.
I haven't thought about Gwar in a long time.
You do you know these guys in Gwar?
I don't think so. I remember I met some of them. I remember the first time I saw them was like, whatever, like a million years ago when I first heard of them.
Did you like them?
I thought it was a pretty crazy show. Right. I haven't seen them in 20 years, but
are they still
I know
around?
I've met somebody in the band. I know there's certain people that I have met that I don't think are in the band anymore, but,
I see.
Something I thought about.
These guys in Gwar want to direct a Woolite commercial, and they see you getting all this work.
Well, that's when it happens,
That's right.
It's the things like that.
Do you have, so what is the next move in terms of being a movie director? I know you put out the new album. That's out now. Then you've got this movie, Lords of Salem. What's the next move in terms of movies if you're not doing horror movies?
Well, the next movie that I'm doing is this movie called The Broad Street Bullies.
This is the hockey movie?
The hockey movie, yeah.
Who knew you do not look like a hockey fanatic.
Well,
What does he look like, Howard?
He looks like
Munsters
a man who's a fan of the homeless. Rob, will you ever change your look? It's a look you have never changed. You always have the beard and mustache. You always have the long dreads.
I don't know, maybe someday.
You would never give it up. And why should you?
Maybe as a director, you should have a different look.
Yeah, maybe an ascot, like Charlie, Herman's brother.
I should.
Yeah.
Does he have a monocle also?
Yeah, he did. He had a monocle.
I believe you're right, yes.
That's right.
I'm in a smoking jacket.
Right. Seriously, is this a look that will always be you?
I don't know.
Do people ever say you've got to change your look? This is, it's just too long like this.
No. Maybe. But I think for what I do with music, it seems like I mean, I don't keep it. It just, your look is your look. It's just you. But after a while,
it fits.
It's just what you do. I mean, I think that's the one thing that's great about hard rock, metal, whatever. It's not trendy. I mean, the bands are just how they are. You don't expect them to change with the times.
Are you sorry you're so heavily tattooed?
No.
You are not? I got that impression you were. I called you up. I was in Los Angeles. I was looking to get a Bianca tattoo because my dog had died.
Yeah.
And I called you. I figured, well, if anyone knows where to go for a tattoo, it would be you. And I called you, and you were like, "Oh man, I don't even know anymore. I'm not in that world. I don't."
I haven't gotten a tattoo in a long time, but
well, you have no room left.
Well, I don't know. For me, for some weird reason, it seemed like each one I got as I got older, it hurt more.
Right.
Until I was like, "This is miserable."
But when
I was younger, I didn't seem to care. But why does it seem so miserable?
When
now?
you're nude, and I mean you're heavily tattooed. Where is your chest tattooed?
No, it's really just my arms.
Just your arms.
Yeah,
that's it.
A little bit on my chest, not much.
When you're nude, do you ever look at yourself and say, my look would be much better if I wasn't so heavily tattooed?
No, I actually think sometimes I'm so used to having my arms tattooed and having most of the people that are around me tattooed the same way, that when people's arms aren't tattooed, it actually looks kind of funny to me.
Right. Because I mean, when you're in rock
that
and roll,
actually looks funny.
It's true. When you're in rock and roll, everyone walking around on stage is heavily tattooed.
Yeah. So when you see someone and their arms are bare, it looks like they have little baby arms.
When you did it, though, it wasn't such a popular trend to get tattooed. I'm sure your family was quite disturbed because they probably thought you were like the tattooed man.
I don't remember. I mean, I think at that point, I was probably still a horrible disappointment.
Are your parents disappointed in you?
No, I don't think so.
Do you ever see them?
Yeah, I see them all the time.
I get the feeling like you don't have any, even when I started to ask you about high school and about your parents, I feel like you completely clam up.
I do.
Yeah, why?
I clam up wisely on this show about anything that's real.
Well, no, you don't. You just talked about the Munsters. What's more real than that?
Yeah, I'm good with that subject. That I'll let
Your
loose
parents
on.
still live in Jersey?
No, they live in California.
They live in California. And you go.
Do you have siblings?
I have one brother who lives in California. He lives in Burbank.
Does he have the long beard and the tattoos and the hair?
No, he has.
He's got a normal job.
No, he's in a band too. He has Billy Idol style hair.
Yeah, I remember him. That's right. He wears an ascot though when he directs, doesn't he? Yeah.
So I can't do that because it's.
I see. So. The new movie is Lords of Salem.
Yes.
It's got to make some money.
Yes, it has to make some money.
Right. It's a horror movie.
But you got to look for it because it's not on every screen.
Right, Robin. How will you find it, Robin?
It's as they say, limited at the moment, and then they'll put on more screens.
Oh, okay.
Rob, any regrets in your career?
I feel like when I was listening to Bradley Cooper in here explaining Silver Linings Playbook,
right.
trying to explain to you that this is a real movie, Howard. It's just on limited screens at this point.
Right. And Rob, are there any regrets in your life? Are you happy with your life? Are you happy with everything you've done?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're fine.
I have nothing to complain about.
Is being a rock star the greatest career a man can have?
I think it must be, yeah.
It has to be,
awesome.
Right? Is it an amazing feeling when you're up on stage and
it's great. I mean, I think it's truthfully more fun now than ever. Because when you're young, it seems like you find like everything, you complain about everything, everything's a problem, the band can't stand each other, and as every year that goes by, it becomes more fun and great,
Still happy not having children, you and your wife?
Yes, that I'm very happy about.
You don't like kids?
It's fine if there's someone else's kids.
Right.
For a limited amount of time.
Right, you just could not handle it. If your wife said to you tomorrow, I need to have children.
I don't think I can handle it.
You would say, look, that's it. Get the fuck out of the house.
Yeah, kids, it's like after 5 minutes, I'm like, that
That's
was
it.
great, I'm done. That was really good. You ran up and down the hall 3 times, and it was funny, and I'm good.
Because you're a creative guy. You're not bored. You're not looking for something to do, right? You're busy.
I don't know anyone who has kids that's happy about it. Everyone I know who has kids does everything in their power to push them off onto somebody else all day long.
I see a lot of that myself. Yeah.
I don't know anyone who spends every waking. I mean, it's funny. I mean, when I was a kid, it seemed like I must have drove my mother up the wall. Like you were always around mom. Now it's like mom's a stranger.
And now look at you. I mean, what good did it do her having kids?
Right, you left her.
Right.
After all that.
What a waste of time. That's what I feel sometimes, though. I think back and go, wow, it must have really been.
Where were you when you saw a kid smash his head from the balcony? He jumped off the balcony. Was it at one of your shows?
Well, that happens a lot.
People jump from the balcony?
It seems like it's a little less common, but like back in the 90s, it seemed like people weren't really thinking.
People were committing suicide, or they were just sort of high?
No, they were just. I think there was a moment when I don't know. I the time frame I can't remember, but the sort of like mosh pit, all that stage diving stuff, which
Yeah.
was always sort of like a punk rock small club sort of thing.
Yeah. And people start to think they're
Which
invincible.
is okay because you're jumping off the stage at CBGB's, which is about 1.5 feet high.
Right.
And what's the worst thing you're going to do is nothing.
Right.
And then suddenly you move it to an arena level and you're jumping off a stage that's 8 feet high or off the balcony. And, it's brutal.
Yeah. You saw a kid split his head open, right?
Yeah, well, because they don't realize that. Well, they get on stage sometimes. This doesn't really happen anymore. It seems like this has died down. But, you try to make that jump from the stage over the barricade into the front row. And it's pretty far sometimes.
Yeah.
And they forget that they got to clear the monitors, and they're not really getting a good jump.
Yeah.
So, it gets pretty ugly sometimes.
Yeah. Do you ever warn the kids at the beginning, don't jump, don't make that kind of mistake?
No, because with most things, saying to someone, don't jump, is like saying, please try to jump.
Was it a true story, Rob? I can't tell if you were joking about this or not, but I do want the true answer. That you once claimed to smoke crack with Ozzy Osbourne and Rick James. Were you joking?
Of course I was joking.
Well, what do you mean, of course? Why would you joke about something like that? The story
because I was
that,
on VH1, I think, and I thought it would be funny to talk.
But when
there
you
was a
say
picture
something,
of me and Rick. The guy asked me. There was a picture of me, Rick James, and Ozzy
right?
at something. I think we're at the Grammy Museum or some broadcasting museum, some party. Clearly, at something like that, and the guy asked me about it. So I just thought the truth was incredibly boring. So
you made it up.
And it was. I thought it was pretty obvious I was joking, but
You've never done drugs?
not like that.
Smoke weed?
Not really. No.
Shrooms?
No.
Acid?
Well, what drugs did you do?
Yeah, well,
Hash, a little hash.
hash oil?
I don't really like it.
It's not for you, right?
I don't like it.
Do you drink at all?
Not really anymore.
I don't think I've ever seen you drink. Have I?
At your house, yeah.
You do? You do drink? You have a little wine or something?
I don't like it I don't really anymore. I would, but I don't like that feeling of not being in control of my brain. It really bothers me.
You ever do Zycam? That's what I'm on right now.
That's what Howard's doing
I
the
feel a
show
cold
on
coming
today.
on. What do you do when you have a cold coming on and you have to go out
And you're
on tour?
got to go on stage.
What do
yeah.
you do?
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be a horrible show.
And it's going to blow
You
your
just
voice
wanna-
out.
Yeah, and you just want to apologize to the audience in advance.
Right.
It doesn't happen very often, though.
Well,
I almost never get sick.
is that right?
Yeah.
Well, try doing America's Got Talent and then a radio show and you'll get sick, believe me.
You're around
Rob's
too many people.
You'll stress
Doing
out.
shows
not many people in here
and
today, but-
making movies.
Do you know
and
why?
you're complaining
Right.
about radio and America's Got Talent.
Do you know why you don't get sick? I'll tell you why. You don't stress out. You're like, I
I
made a
do
movie.
eat healthy, though, and I think that does matter. It seems like a wasteful thing sometimes, but it really seems to make a difference.
What does it mean, eat healthy? Everyone has a different definition of that. What are you eating?
Well, I don't eat meat. I stopped eating meat like in high school.
Right. Red meat.
All meat.
All meat.
I don't eat any meat. I don't eat any dairy.
No
Basically,
cheese.
Poultry?
No cheese. No.
No chicken?
Just
Fish?
total vegan diet.
What about
Oh.
fish?
No fish.
No fish.
No fish.
You're a vegan? How come
Yeah.
I don't know that? I've fed you many times.
You've
You
had him
weren't
at
paying
your
attention
house
to what I was eating, though.
I really don't. You know what? I totally.
I go through that little line of food in the kitchen. I go, what am I going to have here?
Oh, why didn't you say you were vegan? Who knew?
Because being a vegan's a pain in the ass for everybody.
It is. It's such a pain in the ass.
I'll never be back to your house.
No kidding. Why did you become a vegan? Was it a moral thing? Like you felt wrong?
Well,
I
at
know
first
you
it was
love
just
animals.
a vegetarian thing.
Yeah.
Which I was.
Right.
And then, because, when I stopped eating all that, then, when you're 18, you're not thinking about health stuff because
Right.
you feel healthy. But now it's a total health thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Because you love animals.
Yeah, I just feel bad about it, which I guess people think is stupid, but
Your wonderful dog died recently.
yes, that was horrible. Right
Tough.
before I came to your house the other day.
Yeah. Dracula.
Yeah,
What a great name for a dog.
that was a great dog.
Aw.
Dracula was a good boy.
Yeah, it really sucks, as you know, because it's like when you get a good pet, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get a pet and they're crazy.
Who's an asshole. Right, yeah.
And you spend
And you can't wait for them to
every
go.
year goes by, like, is this animal ever gonna not be insane? And the answer is no. And then
I was very moved by how upset you were because I got upset when my dog died, Bianca, and
well, it
recently,
wasn't. It was almost at the exact same time. It was almost like a month later.
and the two of us were commiserating that we missed our dogs.
Yeah, which unfortunately was when Jimmy was having his party.
Yeah, it was a real bummer. You were a real drag.
You two were all
Yeah.
bummed out.
That's right.
Yeah. When the Jimmies were having their party.
Yeah,
Yes.
not only did my dog Bianca
Robin
die,
did quite a bit
but
of
my
singing
dog
that night.
My other dog
Oh,
Java recently died just a couple of weeks ago.
Really? You didn't
Yes.
tell us Java
I know,
died.
I don't even like talking about it.
Oh, dear.
You had another dog?
I had another dog when I was married to
Oh. I
and
never met that dog.
Java. Yeah, you never met Java.
Yeah.
Wonderful dog.
Java lasted a long time.
I would say, Java, come! And Java would come.
How old was Java?
Java was already like, I think, 15 or something like
Wow.
that. Yeah, something crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
well,
lived
you had a
long time.
bulldog and I had a pug, and they're kind of in the same boat. They don't live
Yeah, they
that
don't
long.
last long.
Although,
I think when people think Rob Zombie, they don't think he cares about dogs or anything. I think they think you're an anarchist and a horrible person, right?
I always find that the people that seem the craziest are always the ones who care about animals the most, and the people that are like, seem like they're so compassionate don't care.
Right.
But I have another dog now that I got.
Godzilla.
Yeah, I got as a puppy when Dracula was still alive. And the funny thing is, he's grown up now, and it seems like it's Dracula again.
Godzilla has really become a mensch. In other words, Godzilla behaves himself and doesn't really...
Sometimes. He's still a puppy. He's still kind of spastic puppy. But, it's like it's turning into the same dog almost. It's kind of weird. So it makes it... Because I feel bad for you because you didn't...
I have 4 cats.
Yeah, you become a cat guy.
I'm going to get I'll get a dog.
Cats are good, though.
My cats don't do well with dogs. They just, I don't know. They were okay. And now I
Get
got
a
4 of
puppy.
them.
But they were already grown when you got them, right? You didn't get kittens.
No.
Yeah, that's
We-
fine.
no.
That's
All
fine.
right.
As you're rescuing them.
Well,
Everyone's tuning out.
as long as you're not forcing Godzilla to be Dracula and you're being fair with him. All right, look.
Let Godzilla be Godzilla.
Yeah, well,
Right, let Godzilla be his own person.
I'll take that message home with me.
That's right. Well, look. And how is your beautiful wife?
She's good. She's
the star of the movie.
She
and
did
yet
not
she's-
come with me because she's like, I didn't want to get up early.
Is that right? Is she that jaded that she doesn't want to be on a radio show because she doesn't want to get up early? I always enjoy
I don't think it's jaded. I think it's just,
I always love looking at her.
nobody wants to get up early. I guess.
That's a good-looking woman.
Yes, I got lucky there. I'm good.
Sure did. How long have you been with her now?
Well,
Well,
let's see. Well,
Let's count
over
it
20
up.
years.
20 years.
Yeah.
Been totally faithful.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Look at you. No desires to... Boy, you seem like a guy who's got everything under control. The eating, the
The
everything.
eating, the pets,
The women.
the attitude.
You never got tempted on the road?
I don't like being around people that much, and the way I always look at it is like if you found one person,
That you can tolerate.
that's great because most of the time,
Do you ever
I
get
don't
sick
feel
of her?
it.
Do you ever get mad at her?
well, everybody argues about stuff sometimes.
You argue with your wife?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
not that much.
I
though.
wonder what you're
Really
arguing
not that
about.
much.
Yeah. What could you be arguing about?
I don't know. It's always something ridiculous.
Right.
It's always something that ends with me going, I don't understand what we're arguing about.
Right.
What is this again?
Hey, Brandon, you're on the air in Fredericksburg, Virginia. We're here with Rob Zombie. We're just...
What's happening?
Hey, bro.
I love Rob. I love White Zombie. I've seen him 3 times, but man, Rob is just sniffing and snarling. Or the
Yeah, what are you sniffing? You got a cold or something? You're sniffing a lot today. I
I don't
noticed
think
that.
that's me.
No, that's you. You go like this every couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, Rob?
Do one.
I don't know. I guess I feel like I got to blow my nose or something.
You want a tissue? Don't blow your nose here. I don't want Rob blowing his nose, so you just have to put up with it.
I feel a little out of it, though.
You're a little out of it today? Who isn't? And the Lords of Salem book is in stores now. There's a book?
There's a book.
You wrote it?
Yes, it's a novelization of the film. Except
at
it's
you.
actually the film we didn't make.
Oh, it's different from the film.
Well, it was based on the movie I thought I was going to make till I realized how much money I had to make the movie.
right. Who gives you the money? Who gives you the $2.5 million?
It was I can't think of the name of the company.
Oh, my goodness.
You
You're
are out
such
of
a
it.
great promoter.
Who cares? Nobody goes to the movies because of who gave me the money.
I'm just curious how
think
you
of the
put that
name.
together.
But you'd think that you're thinking of the next guy, and he wants you to know who he is.
Yeah, maybe
I'll
I
remember his
oughta-
name.
I want someone to give me $2.5 million. I want to be able to
And
remember
I can
his name.
forget them, yeah.
Oh my God.
Seems like a long time ago.
Ha. Well,
Do
all
you
right.
are you a fan of Walking Dead and some of this new stuff that's on TV, Rob?
I watched Veep.
Veep? I'm watching that.
It's good.
Yeah, that's
very
funny.
funny.
Yeah. You watch Veep?
Yeah.
You don't watch Walking Dead?
I had never seen it until about a week ago.
It's
You're
fantastic.
kidding.
No, see, I never watch anything like that. But Veep, yeah.
But
What else?
Walking Dead you didn't like?
That was good.
Yeah, not crazy about it.
Not really. My
You don't
type
watch
of thing.
Dexter? You don't
Game
watch...
of Thrones.
No, never seen Game of
Dexter.
Thrones.
The fuck are you
Wow.
doing with your life?
Not watching a lot of TV, I guess.
I mean, of all the shows to watch, Veep. I mean,
hysterical, though.
Yeah, no, I
It
think
is
it's funny.
House of
hysterical.
Cards.
Yeah.
I watched that. All those.
Oh, yeah, you like
those
that?
Are good.
Yeah, you watch those
that?
on
Yeah, that-
Netflix?
Yeah, blaze
Yeah.
through those.
And Munsters. And that's it.
Munsters. I finally watched Breaking Bad. You know,
How great
Breaking
was that?
Bad. Yeah.
I've decided I'm not. Oh, girls.
Girls is great.
But I don't watch
Okay.
shows until they win Golden Globes.
Right. Well, good.
Yeah,
Wait.
so when- you know.
Let America decide. Do you watch Mad Men?
Let Walking Dead
I've never
win
seen
some
Mad Men.
award.
I've never seen it either. I'm thinking of maybe
I'm sure
watching
it's great,
that. Yeah.
but I'm just catching up on MASH as we speak.
MASH. Oh, you're way into it. All right, listen. Who knows what Rob's up to?
What happens to Radar? Does Radar go home?
I don't want to tell you. I don't want to ruin
Robin, don't spoil it for me.
Yeah.
I know how you like to give away the endings.
I know, I'm a spoiler.
it. Radar gets blown up. All right. Well, anyway, Rob Zombie, everybody. He told you about what happened with Marilyn Manson. He told you about his new album. He told you about his new movie. Told you about the Munsters.
Answered
about,
all the Munsters questions.
Only got like one wrong. It's pretty one or two. That's not bad. Those
Yeah,
are tough.
I should have quizzed you to see what you know.
I am not good with the trivia.
No?
No.
I bet you are. You just
Nah.
don't remember.
I mean, I love the Munsters, but I wouldn't know names and stuff. You're real good at it. All right.
Well,
Anyway.
who played Herman's boss at the parlor?
Oh, right.
know.
I know. Wait, I know his name. He was also on Leave It to Beaver, that guy. Wasn't
He
he?
was on everything.
What was that guy's name? He's bald, right?
No, he had some hair. He was,
Oh,
who
yeah,
am I
now
thinking
I'm
of?
remembering.
he had
With
See,
the
I won't be able to
he
do
had very
it.
famous sons.
He does?
Yeah.
Who is it?
John Carradine.
Oh, right. Oh, right. John Carradine.
John
I was thinking of somebody
Carradine.
else. I was thinking of
I
somebody
was
else.
thinking of somebody else, too.
Were you thinking of the guy that played Mel Cooley?
Yeah, Mel Cooley.
Oh,
Yeah, that guy. Well, who played the doctor, Herman's doctor, who
Right.
couldn't see real well?
Well, it was Dom DeLuise, right?
It was, wasn't it Paul Lynde?
But I think they changed. One time he went, it was Dom
Paul Lynde.
DeLuise. I think. Well, maybe it was was when he
Oh, maybe it was Dom DeLuise.
when he got into the accident and his face turned normal.
Right.
Wasn't
Normal.
it Dom DeLuise?
No, that was, I think
Or
that was
that one,
Paul Lynde.
Dr. Dudley, is that what it was?
Yeah, because then he can see, he puts his glasses on, he sees Herman all normal, and then he takes his glasses
Yeah.
off, and he thought Herman came in with a pet animal because Herman's arm was all hairy. He didn't know. All right, look, we got to take a break. Rob, thank you for coming in
Thank
today.
you for having me.
When are you going to grow up, Rob?
I don't know. When I come in here and don't talk about the monsters, I guess.
All right, we'll be back right after these words. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.
All right.
So, Rob, at a certain point during the interview, you guys talked about commercialism in America and how everyone wants everyone to love everything.
Yeah.
Howard's been a total counterculture guy from the way he approaches his show and interviews and everything like that. Why do you think he's been able to be commercially successful as well?
Well, I think that the thing that people forget is there's a lot of fucking people in the world. So even if half of them hate you, you can still be huge. So that's the thing. That's kind of what I mean when I say being non-commercial doesn't mean you have to be doing something that appeals to nobody. But so, Howard can be as outrageous and crazy his whole career as he's been and is groundbreaking and have, he always would have a lot of people that would hate him, but just as many people love him. And because of that, you can still be huge.
Right.
I think what I really meant was, see, there's that sort of quest where like they feel like everyone must love it. In order for that, you get stuff that's so bland because you're trying to get little kids to like it and grandparents to like it. And at the end of the day, you've had that feeling. I'm sure you see a TV show, watch a movie, going, who is it that in their attempt to make everyone love this, no one loves it because it's so bland, it has no point of view. So I guess that's kind of what I meant. I don't remember even saying anything. I think Howard said it, but
You've done, thousands of interviews over your career. What separates Howard from the rest of them?
well, it's always different. I mean, for me, it's really different because at this point now, because I've known him for a long time, and you're friends. So I'm always very guarded in interviews. I don't really want to talk about anything that isn't just specific, work-related type questions. But with Howard, it sort of veers off that. So it's sort of comfortably guarded. So you tell him stuff you would never talk about in a million years, but at the same time, obviously people get very open. I like get half open.
that intern got fired. The kid at the NTSB, National Transportation Safety Board, who okayed those names that ended up on TV of the Asian pilots, he's been fired.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Usually there's no responsibility taken. No repercussions.
What were those names again? That the 4 pilots' names were like Something Wong,
We Too Low.
Big Dick Fuck or something.
Holy fuck.
Holy fuck.
To Something Wong.
Something Wong.
Big Bang Boom or something.
Yeah, Bing Ding.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Boom Ding.
Boom Ding Twat.
Ow.
So the kid lost his internship. His boss, Dick Hertz, fired him, according to our sources. I was hoping for sure that like Richard and Sal were behind that holy fook. And I was just hoping...
Or at least Captain Jenks.
Right. We don't even know. No one's taking credit for that one. But I know it was my guys, which is why they're all fired. Although they've pulled off some good ones.
There was one they did where they did the birthday announcements, and they just had one name after another in the birthday announcement.
Hey, Richard and Sal, how do you guys put that together, by the way? I'm sure people would like to know. Like how do you get all those names out? I mean, that's a fucking home run. Norm S. Cock. Dix Erect. Loose Cunt. Can you give us some insight on how you arrange that?
We have a list. We're always thinking of them. So
Like, do you keep that in a computer or do you have that in a book?
I have it on my phone, like a list.
Right. Like it's a
go-to
it's like,
list.
hey, as soon as you hear an auction, you go to that list.
Yeah, like one that we've been trying to get off that we haven't got off yet, but we're still working on is T Nanal.
T-Nanal.
Yeah,
that's
T-Nanal.
T-Nanal.
Like T-E-E and then Nanal.
Yeah.
And
Why don't you just put T period Nanal? Like,
we've tried that too,
Yeah.
yeah. But they catch it somehow. But
well, T-T-I could be good, like a Japanese kind of Asian name. T-Nanal.
But then they might call that person Ty.
High Nanal, yeah.
Oh. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, though, even when they screw it up.
Like hand job is still funny.
Hanjo.
Because you know what they're-
Hanjo.
You were asking if people use it. My parents still use it all the time
Swap
in
and shop?
Kansas.
Really?
Yeah. That's how I kind of knew it. Grew up pranking people like
Somebody
that.
legitimately uses it.
Yeah.
What has your dad sold on
What did
Swap
they
and Shop?
get?
They,
Yeah.
they get a lot of Taco Tico coupons.
But how do you get a break on a Taco Tico coupon? Because if you get a $25 coupon, it's still $25. Do they charge you less for a 20? Like
You get $30 worth of food for like 25.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But then they got to
Maybe I
spend
oughta
the
tune in.
But then you got to spend the gas to go get it. So
Oh, you gotta go. You mean they don't mail it to you?
no, you have to go pick it up.
Oh,
so I don't know
my
if it's worth it.
You should ask Richard about when him and his buddy used to make phony phone calls, and they got called down to the program director's office as kids, and he threatened to arrest them.
What program? You had a program director?
No,
when you were a kid?
They were making phony phone calls, so the radio station called him in.
You're kidding.
At the trade
And you
local
went?
local tradio.
You were doing this as a kid?
Yeah. I didn't go, but my friend did because he was scared.
Did you explain to the program director that this is going to be your future job? That you're just in prep?
If he only knew where I am now. But it's funny because my friend snuck in a recorder, and we still have tape of this program director yelling
Play
at
it for
my
us.
friend.
Yeah?
Oh, it's funny.
So wait a second. You made a phony phone call. How'd they get your number?
Bunch of 'em.
They didn't have those tracking devices back then.
My buddy started bragging around town that we were messing with Tradio.
Oh, and then word got back to the program, and then he called you guys down to the radio
Yeah,
station.
he called all of our parents.
and you had to go.
I didn't go.
Your friend went.
My friend did.
And
yeah.
what did the program director do?
He goes, he just yells at my friend. He goes, "Do you know this Richard Christie character?"
But Howard, the guy recorded all of this. He put a
Wow.
recorder in his pocket.
Wow, your friend recorded it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
And
funny.
you have the tape?
Yeah, we
Oh.
could never play it because the guy.
Did you get permission?
Yeah. The guy's still pissed about it to this day. I
Can
think.
Is that right?
Can we
You've
pay the
tried?
guy? Because I would do anything to play that.
We could ask him.
Yeah.
It's-
Like you still know where the guy is and everything?
Oh, yeah,
He's still
he's-
the PD there?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Is that a permanent job? It's like the post office. Holy mackerel.
Yep.
Oh, please, sir, let us play that. He yelled. at
Maybe
you
a
guys?
personal call from you, Howard, would get it.
I'm going to do it. I'll do anything to play that on the air. A bunch of kids getting yelled at. But so he was alone in the office, and the kid had the brains, your friend, to like record. Mm-hmm. I'm going to hire him, your friend. Nobody's listening to these shows. That's what's so great about it.
Well, that's why it was easy to get through when we were kids, too. It's
Yeah, you can have your way with them.
Yeah. I tell you, dirty names are always like, I'm in tears when I hear funny, dirty names like that.
Me too.
Like those, the Asiana pilots, when I first saw that video, I was crying.
I was going to fire you guys for it not being you.
How do you know it's not us?
I don't know, but because I know you'd take credit for it.
Yeah, we probably would.
It'd be great if Richard got called down to the National Transportation Safety Board
Had to testify.
and had the tape recorder in his pocket, got yelled at by those guys. What's this one? Sal pranks Gary about booking Metallica? What's that?
Yeah, when you said Metallica's coming in, which I am so freaking psyched for.
Right.
Sal pranked Gary years ago about Metallica coming into play.
Did you?
Yeah, when I used to call him a horse-toothed jackass back in 1996.
Let me see.
Howard Stern, may I help you?
Gary,
No, he's on the phone. May I take a message?
tell him it's Cliff Bernstein on the phone from Q Prime Management. Hey, Metallica. Yeah, April 15th.
They're in town?
Yep.
What are they doing?
Letterman.
No kidding.
Yep.
No kidding.
And they want to come on?
Yep.
Oh, that's great. I mean, what
Can we do it or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
April 15th?
Yep.
Listen, we have a song parody, too, we can do on the show.
Wait a second. What's your partner's name?
It's called Horse-Tooth Jackass.
See, that's not that good, though.
Back in the day.
Because
That was
when I was a beginner.
Work.
yeah, you've gotten
Early
better.
work. Yeah.
But we have a whole database, Howard, about right here, about 15 pages of all the dirty words, the dirty names that we go to when we
Right.
make these phony phone calls.
Give me the name that you're dying to get on the air that you haven't so far.
Well, one is Herb Eversmells.
Ever smells. That's a tough one.
And we did Gabe Bathhouse, but now we're trying to do Gabe Boy Toucher.
Yeah, Gabe Oi Toucher. I don't know if we've done Lou Sasshole either.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
We have a whole...
Lou Sassole. You
Yeah.
can get.
Lou Lou Sassole.
Dixon B. Tweener Legs. These are the ones we've been trying to get off.
Right.
How can people listen to that and not just be in tears laughing when they hear a name like that? Some people get so mad. It's like
One of my favorites is Droopy Balls. We called the guy with that one.
Drew People.
100-year-old.
Drew P-balls. Our show, I got to tell you how fucked up our show is. Like, I've put together a seminar where everyone is going to get together and just talk phony phone calls.
Right.
A phony phone call summit.
A summit. Because I was thinking the other day, I said, we need a summit where everyone just goes and brainstorms phony phone calls.
Yeah.
That's our work.
That's awesome.
I mean, yeah. So we're just having a whole day of phony phone call seminar.
That's like our heaven for Richard and myself.
I know. Led up by these two idiots.
I love where the heads of the
wow, what a job, you know. Like when you got called down to that PD's office.
Yeah.
Who knew one day your job would be to like hold seminars and teach people how to make phony phone calls?
The cops came. The cops had to pull my dad off of me one time for when I prank called my religion teacher.
What do you mean?
When I was a kid, I used to prank call my religion teacher. I used to go to the supermarket next door.
And how did the cops get involved?
She started taping it.
Right.
And then she figured I was my voice, and she handed it over to the police because I wanted phone sex from my religion teacher.
And then when the cops showed up...
So my dad goes, can I talk to my son in the back? And he sent me in the back, and my dad jumped on me and started beating the shit out of me.
So the cops had to arrest him.
Well, they pulled him off, and they calmed him down. And they said, we think it's settled.
It's enough punishment.
Yeah.
Your father beat the shit out of you.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's so great. Did he
goes,
punch you and
he
stuff?
goes, can I talk to my son, please? I'll be right back.
Yeah, calmly, right?
Yeah. He took me out back, I guess, so they wouldn't see me. And I think my mom started screaming, and the cops came, and they pulled my dad off of me.
It's the best day of Sal's life. Like he'd never been paid attention to by his father before.
But what was I thinking? A prank call my religion teacher.
And she fucking identified your voice, you idiot.
Yeah, and I lived down the block from her. Such an asshole.
Like, what did you do? Like, call up with phone sex?
Yeah, I just said, what are you wearing? And drop your pants.
And it was a little voice. Hello?
And I called from a payphone at a supermarket next door to my dad's pizza place.
How old are you?
Oh, I think I was 12 years old. I would just go into my dad's cash register and steal a whole pile of quarters, go right to the payphone.
See, that doesn't sound like a prank call to me. It sounds like he was turned
really
on.
wanted
Yeah,
to
right.
do it, yeah.
There was no prank. There was no joke.
Yeah, he really
Maybe it wasn't. I don't
The
know.
prank was on you when your dad got a hold of you.
Stupid ass me. I used to call the pharmacy in Roosevelt, Long Island, and pretend to be a girl having sex with him. Like, why wouldn't I call a girl? I'm calling a guy.
Hi.
Yeah, Sal improved on your method.
My pussy is very wet. I want to meet you outside the pharmacy. What time do you get off? Do you have some? And I didn't even understand the concept of rubbers. Like, so I was like, do you have scumbags? He goes, yeah, I got some scum. I wish I could play this on the air. He goes, yeah, I got some scumbags. The guy was a nice guy. He knew we were fucking idiots.
Right.
He was like, yeah, baby. He goes, I got some scumbags. What kind of scumbags you got? You got extra large scumbags? He go, yeah, that's what I wear, extra large scumbags. Well, when I meet you out back in the alley, I want you to put on one of those extra large scumbags.
Well, we're going to take audio of you just doing that now and call pharmacy.
Yeah, here's some more lines. I'll wild track for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
God.
Oh yeah, when I get a hold of you, I'm gonna take your penis with that extra large scumbag and really work it over. I'm really. He goes, oh yeah, what do you look like? I got big 36 double D's. Even though I was a kid, I think I was describing Robin.
See in the future.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Howard, there was a mental health clinic one time that I called.
Yeah.
And I said, my dad had a pizza place that burnt down 15 years ago.
Right.
And now he's having flashbacks because my mom died in the pizza place, but he's back on the bottle. He was an alcoholic.
Right.
And he thinks he's in the pizza place, but he's at home.
It's already too complicated.
Well, she said, let me speak to your dad. So what I did was I conference called the mental health clinic to my dad's real pizza place.
And they got on with
So
your
my dad gets on. She goes, sir, where are you? He goes, I'm in the pizza place. She goes, not anymore. The pizza place burnt down. He goes, are you fucking crazy? She goes, your son's upstairs, you're downstairs. And he goes, lady, it's a pizza place. She goes, no, your wife died in the pizza place 15 years ago. Then I would call up a sewer place saying that the toilets are all backed up, and I conference call them to my dad. I was like, sir, what's the problem? I was like, what problem? Because there's shit all over the bathroom. He goes, what the fuck are you talking about? I would do this to my dad all the time.
That's so funny. That's like, my friend Neil Drake?
Yes.
He was friends with that guy, Big Al. They both owned stereo stores at the time.
Right.
And all day, Neil would get guys calling up, like sales guys, trying to sell him shit. He'd conference call Big Al, and he'd conference them over to them, and they would think he would line it up so that he would tell them, this guy really wants to buy stuff. But, you don't let him off the phone.
Right.
You just and it would go on all fucking day.
That's great.
Yeah. When they started that conference calling thing, it was a boost to the phony phone call business.
Mm-hmm. I was working for Bell Telephone at the time. I was selling 800 numbers to local businesses. And then the conference call came out. And all I did was call Chinese restaurants and conference call them together. That's how we got Chinese confusion.
Right.
I would call pizza places all day, conference call them together.
So you put your 10,000 hours in before you got this job.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Right.
He just thought he was supposed to be a stockbroker.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kids today, they don't take the phony phone call art as seriously as we all did, right?
It's the caller ID.
Well, you know what it is? They all text now, these little fucking punks.
Yeah.
Back then, all we had was the telephone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a big,
no caller
big
ID.
giant Wallen sack recorder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad used to get pranked, and he'd just leave the phone off the hook, and that would really screw somebody up.
Yeah.
Because you used to not be able to hang up if the other person didn't hang up.
Yeah.
Right, your line was still live.
Yeah,
right.
and my buddies got busted by my dad because then their parents would come home and they'd be like, why is Richard's dad on the line?
Yeah, by the way, if you're getting prank called, you probably 90% of the time it's some asshole you know.
Right.
Well, we get tips from fans. It's great. They're like, hey, my dad gets real mad on the phone. Here's his number. Call him.
Yeah.
One girl gave us
dad.
One girl, this guy had a yogurt shop, a gyro shop.
Right.
She's got to call him. He's crazy.
Gyro?
Gyro.
What is that? Gyro or gyro?
I say gyro.
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 What? How do you say it, Robin?
Gyro.
Yeah, gyro. I'm
I say
with Rob.
Giro.
Get over here.
Get over here.
Yeah. Do you also say Dali?
What, for Dolly?
Fideli.
For deli.
Oh, yeah. I can't say falafel.
Falafel.
Yeah, that's it. I always say
All right, go
falafel.
ahead. Yeah, so you were
No,
saying.
this lady, so it was a friend of ours, and this guy had a gyro shop.
Right.
And he's like the soup Nazi. Call him up, so Rich and I couldn't wait. We prank called him. We drove him crazy.
Right.
So then we asked her, can you go to him and get the consent for us? You know, that's how it works when we get to. She went in there. He flipped the fuck out. She's banned from the store. It
So
was
we're
her
never
favorite place. It was
we're
out in
never
LA.
gonna hear it?
No, we can't play it. The guy flipped
You never
out.
got
Wow.
Yeah. She goes, not only did he say no, I'm banned from the store.
Ugh, what a dick.
Yeah, total douche.
Something we used to do when we were kids, when we'd call like the local radio station too, is we'd get all the other DJs worked up and get them to apologize for something on the air the next day. We'd call up and say, hey, is Jim around? And he was a DJ from the morning radio. And they go, no, he's not here right now. And you go, well, he borrowed a bunch of porno movies from me. Can you have him call me? And then the next day, Jim would go on the air and he goes, I just want to make it clear, I do not watch porno movies. And we just waited for the
Big
apology. Yeah.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Boys, we could reminisce about your phony phone call history all day.
Yes.
Well, this really is the greatest job ever. We're so lucky to be able to do this. It's
What a
awesome.
walk down memory lane with Sal and Richard.
Who knew that they were doing this from young time?
An entire idiotic history.
Yeah.
A totally meaningless life.
Involving the cops, Robin.
Right. And your dad. I just love the image of him beating the shit out
I
of him.
know, and them having to pull him off.
Excuse me, officers. May I talk to my son privately in a calm and relaxed
That's exactly how we did it.
Yeah, right.
The cops goes, well, I think everything's settled here.
Yeah, this boy has suffered enough.
Oh, God.
Maybe we better investigate. It sounds like there's a bit of noise back there in the pizza
We better
parlor.
stop this.
I'm so proud of my son. He's been calling a woman down the street and sexually harassing her. Fucking idiot. Like, oh, my son. All I want is a son that I can raise in my own image.
They played the tape for him because I denied it.
Oh, God. What does your dad think now that this is your living?
Funny phone calls are funny until it's your own kid. I remember my kids one time called dial a mattress, and I freaked out on them.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, no, you don't make phony phone calls. You leave that up to professionals.
In the hands of an unprofessional, this is dangerous.
Your children, and that's my sponsor. You stop it now. Put my foot down.
I love when they threaten to, like on trading, when they threaten to call the cops. What can you possibly say to the police officer?
Meanwhile, the phone we call from, it's this high tech. Like they got these awesome phones for us when we came to Sirius. Yeah. It's some high tech thing that sends out a signal that blocks any kind of caller ID. So there's no way they have our caller ID.
And you'd be thrilled if they did.
They keep saying, we have your caller ID. And I'm like, they're waiting for you to call.
Right.
Yeah, we wouldn't mind if they called us at all.
Huge erection. Huge erection.
Well, that's another one we've tried, like huge erection.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've gotten that on, right?
I can't remember.
That one we didn't get, no.
We've done
We got
so
Dixie
many
Wrecked.
Dixie Wrecked.
Yeah.
That
Dixie,
we just heard,
R-E-C-T, last name.
Dixie Wrecked.
Yeah.
Like, how can you get cunt lips on there? Just can't.
No, yeah.
Connie
Lingus. That one I think we got off as well.
Connie Lingus.
Yeah.
Well, that's an old one. All right, boys.
Cocksucker.
Cocksucker.
Zucker.
100 years old today, the cocksucker.
You never got that on.
No, that's on our list.
Yeah, but you can't get that on because no one's going to fall for cocks.
Well, you'd be surprised. You got curly pubes.
Hey, yeah,
curly
that's
pubes.
the guy said pubes.
And curly pubes is crazy.
And
So
huge
maybe he'd say hairy cunt lips.
Harry anything is good. All right, get out of here. And get back
thank
to
you.
work. Why are you in here not making phony phone calls? Get back to that dungeon I put you in.
We'll get right on it.
All right. I'm not paying you here to sit on the air. Sometimes you got to crack the whip on those two.
What's the matter, Ronnie?
Nothing.
I just heard
I was told I had to come down and bail out the wrap-up show.
you don't have to do anything.
That's what I was told. Bail out the wrap-up
That's
show?
right. Me and Jason have to bail out the wrap-up show.
So you saved the segment last week, and now you're saving the wrap-up show today.
Right.
You know, I just wanted to grab this show by the balls and just run with it.
Yeah. Now, Ronnie, is that what you were trying to say, or were you trying a different expression, or do you use that expression a lot?
What?
You see, you were explaining how you saved the show last week, and you said you took the situation.
I was explaining how I saved the show?
Yeah, that segment with the hottest chick, biggest fan.
I just said the girl was upset. I didn't say I was saving the show.
So, but you said that you grabbed it by the balls and took care of things.
That's what I said?
That's your quote.
Okay, so that's what I said.
Did you mean to say something else?
No.
You didn't mean to say grab the bull by the horns?
No.
Okay.
I know what I was saying. I'm not stupid.
When you went in today, you were fired up, though. Were you pissed off at Gary because you thought Gary gave the okay for what you did last week?
No, Gary knew what I was doing. He says I didn't know what I was doing.
You didn't tell
I said to you I was going to help the girl. And I told Jason also. Jason was thrilled with it.
Both Gary and
the girl
Jason
was all happy.
Both Gary and Jason say that you told them after the fact.
Right. You didn't come in and say, "Hey, Gary."
No, I said to Jason, while it was going on, I'm helping the girl out because of the outfit.
Yeah, I mean, you grabbed me in the hall.
Right.
And by the way,
as it was going on.
I think it's great. I think you helped, make a good segment. So I'm not coming down on you at all. But the timeline was you stopped me in the hall and said, "Hey, listen, this girl had an extra dress. I told the other one to put it on." So I was
as it was going on.
But if you didn't see him in the hallway, he would know after the fact as well.
Right. And it was weird because, I tried to be the producer, in the beginning of the segment when she first showed up, she was practically in tears.
Right.
And she was like, "I don't want to go on, blah, blah, blah." So I took her aside and I just said, "I think you look great. I think you came all the way out here. You have a chance to win $5,000. I think you're going to kick everyone." Gave her like a little pep talk and she seemed to feel better about that. But I do think getting the dress and the shoes really,
So which one of you guys saved the segment?
Oh, I'm not taking credit for saving a segment at all.
Well, it sounds like you had a lot to do with it, too.
No, gee, I'm sorry. No, I was just trying to make her feel better. No,
but I think that's what I'm saying. You did. I think that had a lot to do with it.
Sure. So it was Ronnie and I saved the segment together. No, I think that girl, Amy, who won, she was in a bad spot, and Ronnie and I helped her. But no, Ronnie didn't clear anything with me or you before he started doing all
Jason, it sounds like you saved it emotionally, whereas Ronnie saved it physically. Although you said that she got more confidence when you dressed her up.
I think I did a B to B plus job, and Ronnie did an A to A plus job, and I think the combo of the both of us helped.
What were you upset about today going in?
Because you can't do anything right here.
Come on, you really believe that? Honestly, you think that?
Yeah.
Why would you still be here if you didn't do anything?
Why am I
right?
getting yelled at for something that I made something better?
But see, it's a funny thing. You weren't getting yelled at.
Yeah, I was getting yelled. He's out of his mind.
He was just asking you.
No. I heard him before I walked in. I'm out of my mind.
Can we give Ronnie some credit for keeping up the Batman mustache? I didn't notice that until right now, but you're trimming it. I mean, that's still Batman.
Still Batman.
Yeah, nothing grew in.
Just a different shade, right?
Yeah, just a different shade of bat.
Yeah, different shade of
bat. It's a negative of Batman.
But you always say you can never do anything right. Look, everybody gets picked on for when they...
I don't care, so I get picked on. It's like everything else. You get picked on around here. It's part of the deal.
But you do care.
Yeah, but I care, but I don't care.
But you do care.
Yell at me all you want, but you know what? I'm still going to be here.
Are you not talking about your new car because you don't want to talk about it, or because John Lieberman
I
was
like to break John's balls.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like with the pace car that time, remember?
I saw Ronnie's car. I thought it was awesome. I couldn't tell you what kind it is because I'm not a car guy.
Right.
I really don't know. But he had it out a couple weekends ago, and it looked cool.
See, I think you do care a lot, but you don't want to show that you care. So you say, "Oh, I don't care," but I think you do care. You take a lot of pride in your work.
Listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Like she says, it doesn't matter.
Do you feel that way, Gary?
About what?
Well, what Ronnie's saying, he's like, no matter what he does, it doesn't matter. He's still going to get, busted on.
I think that there's a degree of sort of goofing with Ronnie a little bit, but I think that Ronnie sometimes doesn't feel the good-natured goofing. It's all the same. With good-natured poking and yelling at him, you get the same reaction out of him.
Do you feel that way? Like some people are kind of joking and having a good time, while others maybe mean more what they're saying when they're breaking your balls?
Pretty much.
So who do you think means it more versus just kidding around having a good time?
Well, I think Gary means it a lot of times.
What do you mean? Means what?
Like when you got on the box this morning, I didn't know anything about it.
But I didn't.
But you did know about it.
No, I didn't. I knew about it after the fact.
Okay, but you still knew about it.
I know, but
it's not like I committed murder.
And nobody said you did. You got all mad. Gary, this is exactly how it went. This is
nobody ever. Whenever anything goes down here, nobody will run in, even if they'll say it outside the door. Okay, if they say it outside the door, they will not go inside and stand up for you ever.
Here's what happened this morning. It's very simple.
No matter what.
Howard asked you about it. You said Gary knew exactly what I was doing, and I said no, I didn't, which is, I think, a fact.
But you knew about it. It's not
after
like you
the
didn't
fact.
know about it.
No. We all knew about it after the fact.
All right, whatever.
But that's it. But I wasn't giving you a hard time. I'm saying I didn't know about it.
You think Gary's lying?
No, I don't. I'm not saying he's lying, but he did know about it.
He doesn't have your back
at one point.
At some point.
Gary just didn't have your back. I mean, that's what you're saying. Like, Gary could have easily put the fire out by saying, "Yeah, Howard, I was on top of it."
But that's like sort of good-natured ball busting. But it also makes me look bad when Howard's giving you a hard time about something, and you what you really did is you threw it back on me. So where's my back? You're like, Gary knew, like hot potato.
Ronnie, where do you come down on? Could you vote for Anthony Weiner after hearing all about this?
Definitely.
Why?
Why not? What did he do wrong?
Well, it's not
nothing about his political career.
He did something wrong, and then he said he's never going to do it again, and then he did it again.
Yeah, but he's hanging out with chicks. What's wrong with that?
Well, he's married and he's got an infant.
Well, he's an idiot for that, but I mean, it's got nothing to do with his. When he was in office, supposedly he was a great guy. He did a lot of good for people.
I thought he was a very good politician, but I will say this: people there's no way he can get elected. They have videotape of Marion Barry smoking crack, and he became mayor of Washington again.
I think
crack, got his job back.
I think he can get elected. I absolutely do.
Well, the thing is, the thing that most people don't understand is that unless somebody gets 40% of the vote, which it doesn't look like anybody's going to get,
it's a runoff.
All he has to do is come in second.
Yep.
Now he comes in second against this probably Christine Quinn, right? And she's not that endearing to some people,
right?
And then it becomes like the lesser two evils. He could totally win.
It doesn't make you think twice about him because he said he was reformed and he just got caught doing it again.
He could win the Democratic primary, but do you think he could win against a strong Republican candidate?
No, but I don't think there is a strong Republican candidate.
What were you going to say, Ronnie?
No, I said, like I said before, I mean, it's got nothing to do with his political stuff that he does, and he's been a good guy as far as that.
So
elect the goddamn guy.
I have a different take. And first of all, all these people telling him to drop out. I mean, run or don't run.
Yes.
It's a free country.
It's people to decide.
But it was weird that I would have voted for him regardless of his sexting past. But there is something about this compulsion that scares me. Like it's almost like, you ever watch those Dateline to Catch a Predators?
Yeah.
And you ever see the guys that show up twice?
Yes.
Like that's almost like what he's like. And you're like, dude, what the fuck?
How many of these guys are like that, though? I mean,
probably
I'm sure
there's
so many scandals going on.
Let me ask the more important question. Which is the goo for your name? Carlos Danger or the Badass?
First of all, you can go to howardstern.com/news and vote on our poll and give us your answer.
I have an answer. I have an answer to it. It's the Badass.
Why?
Oh, that's so funny.
I guess it's if you see, I think you have to see who each one is representing. And when you see that JD is the badass and you realize he's not a badass, it's funny.
Here's why I think it's Carlos Danger. The Badass came up with that in high school. And all right, you got to give someone a little slide for being a 16-year-old kid.
But still using it well after high school.
Well, look, as someone who still uses my stupid IM from high school, I understand it's hard to shake that stuff. But Carlos Danger, from everything I could tell, is new. Like, that's the name he came up with after he got caught the first time.
That's a sexting name.
So to be a 30, 40-year-old guy, politician, coming up with the name Carlos Danger to try and trick a 20-year-old girl in Indiana, I just think that is the creepiest name of them all.
Ronnie, where do you stand on this?
Yeah, but it's not. Is he meeting these girls and fucking them or whatever?
No, we're just talking names. We're just talking
They're
names.
having phone sex now.
Okay.
She's 22. She's an adult.
So what? She still hasn't done anything.
That's not the issue. He's a rape. No one's accusing him of rape.
Yeah, no one's accusing him of anything.
It's a lack of judgment. Did you hear the teacher? The teacher had a great thing. She said, if I did what you did, I'd be fired. So why am I supposed to vote for you?
Like, it's not illegal to invite only female interns to your parties. It's just wrong.
Hey, stop it now.
Do you ever have an online name or anything like that? If you had one, what would it be?
No, I don't know. I don't have any online names.
Well, he's a Scores Man or
the Gray Ghost.
Ricky Man.
The Gray Ghost.
The Gray Ghost?
Yeah, that was my old CB hand.
We'll go with that. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, Matthew Berry stopped by to talk about his time in the studio and if he destroyed our fantasy football league. And then the conversation turns to Sydney Leathers. Yes, Anthony Weiner's sexting pal spilled everything, and we couldn't stop talking about it. Take a look. Will is the former commissioner of our fantasy league, and as it came up on the interview today, part of the reason he's not commissioner anymore is because of Matthew, who's sitting to my right, and just it's a lot of work putting together a league, which Will also, always does on the weekends and during our off time.
Yes.
But there's a lot of headaches that come with it, and now Jason has become the acting commissioner.
Now, what does that mean, by the way? Somebody said he's the acting commissioner?
Yeah, he pretends to be the commissioner.
But who's going to be the commissioner?
Jason, because nobody else wants to do it. And also, I heard that he was lobbying for this, Gary, a long time ago.
I got a note this morning that said the same thing, that he'd been lobbying for this since last November.
So, yeah, it's not an enviable position.
It's true that he's an asshole.
It is the worst job in fantasy. So I'll just say, I think Will did a good job as commissioner. I said that privately in emails to him, to the league.
You did say that.
I'll say that on the air too. I think he did a good job. It was just one particular. Well, no, there was one particular thing that I needled him a little bit. I was a little bit of a jerk, and I think it was a little bit of a mosquito, and then he came back at me with a nuclear bomb. I think the reaction was stronger from Will.
What, go fuck yourself, basically?
Yes, right.
I don't know if that's a nuclear bomb.
Well, because I was sending a private note to Will. I sent a private note to Will saying, hey, I don't understand this. And then you sent a league-wide email
I think it was the
basically saying,
third time
fuck you.
It was the third time you brought up the same issue. And again, because you weren't happy with the way that it had gone down for you.
I just didn't understand it. Right.
No,
because I didn't understand it. That's the thing. I didn't understand the rule. And I'm just like, so
I felt that you were intentionally not understanding.
No. I just clearly did not understand it. I'm like, well, I would have done A if I'd known this, but how I understood it, so I did B, and I said, like, am I the only one? And then everyone else in the league were like, oh, no, we don't understand this rule either. So everyone in the league didn't understand it.
No, that's not true. It's just Jason didn't understand it because he loves you.
JD didn't
John Hine gave a perfectly good explanation of what the rule was.
Then at the end of his email where he explained it says, I think that's right. Am I right, Will? Like, he wasn't even 100% sure.
Well, again, not my problem anymore. It's all Jason. Because I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah. I got to say, there was a 3-day period where every morning we came in and Will was just like, you know what? I don't fucking need this.
Exactly. I don't want to be irritated over fantasy fucking football. It's not my life like it is other people. It does. It drives me nuts because I'm trying to do a good thing for people.
Right.
Like, I don't have the free time to go spend doing dealing with other people's bullshit in the league. Deal with it. I don't care. I don't want to.
That's a good point. I think one of the things that got under Will's skin there is like it's taking time away from his kid, away from his wife, right? And I mean, so no, it's family time. You're doing it on family time. So I get that. I do get that, and I said to Will, and I think he did a really good job.
As irritated as Will is right now, and
I'm not that irritated.
We know he's an angry guy.
Yes.
This pales in comparison to the anger that we all had to suffer from JD, who's all upset about this possible punishment for a league.
We have to have a punishment for the last place loser.
We don't. No.
The odds of you finishing last in four times in a row.
No. Well, first of all, if we had it to a certain Mr. Hines way, it would go retroactive, so I get punished 3 times again.
And retroactive.
Yeah. But I don't want a punishment. I think.
What if you have to skip lunch?
What? Shut up.
JD,
get out your fucking dumb jokes.
If the punishment were you got thrown out of the league, is there not another league you could go play with that'd be fun?
Yeah, sure, but this is the work league. I gotta watch all you assholes talk about it in front of me, and it's not fun.
By the way, I didn't say the last place team needed to be punished. I said whoever wins the league gets to.
That's already your assumption. Right. I was assuming
the winner gets to throw out of the league whoever they want. That was the one I tried to float.
That's the Cousin Sal League. That's what it is. It's 11 members, and the winner of the league gets to kick one guy out for 1 year.
I'm all for a punishment. But I don't think that should be the punishment because I want something we can constantly goof on. Like if JD or
I
myself,
get goofed on enough. I don't need to add one more.
If JD or myself aren't playing next year, it's just kind of like weird.
Right.
Whereas if one of us had to get a tattoo, then that's like a constant source of.
We were talking about this yesterday. Would you go a shaved head?
Yes, I'm practically there anyway.
Would you go not a permanent tattoo, but a 3-month henna tattoo that like on your arm of something super gay?
Yes, I would. I would not happily do it, but I would still join the league
JD,
if that was the fun.
If I like, I know what I would do. By the way, if I won, oh my god, I would totally put a giant tattoo of Teen Mom on his back, on JD's back.
Brody Jenner.
You would hate that, right?
I would do it.
Yeah, and I would hate you.
No, Gary, you're missing it. It's got to be Teen Mom making out with Jared. That's the tattoo on the back
or
right
Brody,
there.
or making out with Brody Jenner.
Right.
But then I floated a
But
joke.
how about you tattoo this conversation on my fucking back?
I cracked a joke in the email yesterday, and I didn't realize how creepy it was because Brandano didn't understand it. I said, the loser has to get breast implants, and I remember the guy who lost a bet.
Oh yeah, yes.
And got breast implants.
He won it, but he said he would bet to get breast implants. He did that
the
on
bet
purpose.
was to get breast implants for a year, and then he liked them so much. I think he ended up keeping them.
That's it.
He kept them.
Yeah.
Supposedly he ended up getting more action with the breasts than he ever had before because I don't think he was that attractive a guy, and then there were all these women that were sort of interested in it.
And I'm an ugly guy with breasts, and it gets me nowhere.
What are you going to do? But like, it doesn't have to be that extreme. Like in the book, there's a bunch of punishments of various leagues. There's a league where everyone gets to throw tomatoes at the guy for a minute.
That's
like,
awesome.
just for 1 minute, like everyone in the league just throws tomatoes at the loser. The one I mentioned on the air today, where the loser has to dress up as a lion and they all chase him with paintball guns, which I think is very funny.
I got one.
Okay,
loser has to be videotaped in the Robo Spanker for Howard TV. So you gotta ass out in the Robo Spanker, minute and a half. No, not good enough for Howard TV.
It's just like it's not fun enough.
And Howard views all this as what, a complete waste of time,
juvenile, stupid, waste of time, waste of his time for what we could be doing for him.
Yeah, Matthew, you tried to get him to sign on, and he wanted no part of it.
He wanted no part of it. I think he did somewhat understand the concept. I think before he didn't get it at all. And I think after the segment, he now at least with like the Fantasy Bachelor talk. And
well,
like
that was the scary part.
Stuff.
That's when he got it. When you said Fantasy Bachelor, I get it. That I understand.
Sure.
Right. So I think he understood, and I think he gets the sort of male bonding of it and the camaraderie of it. But he definitely had a raised eyebrow. If at 10 you're like a hardcore fantasy fanatic, and a 0 you hate it, and Howard was a 0 this morning, maybe he's at a 2 now. Maybe or a 1. We've moved the needle a little bit for him.
0.5.
Can we get some work out of the way? By the way, all the stuff I put out there. So 10 teams or 12 teams for our league. I got 4 no votes on the expanding the league so far.
I'm another one.
No, you were one of the 4 original.
10 is fine.
10 is fine. All right, so 10. Okay. Do we want to go to points per PPR league? Anyone?
No, I can't. Listen, I'm the fantasy guy, and even I'm like, as a Howard Stern fan, I'm like, they don't care about this.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to get this off.
But the wrap-up show audience does.
This is what happens when Jason takes control.
No on the PPR league.
Yeah, now you got your commissioner. You got your dream over there, Barry.
Trying to get this all
Welcome to the world of Jason.
Commissioner.
You should take line 7 because apparently not everybody is into fantasy football.
Joe, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, guys. Who's doing the crying there about being commissioner? Is that Jason?
No, Will. Will was whining about it.
Listen, if you guys I've been doing commissioner for over 15 years. I run a website for fantasy sports. By the way, Matt, all the accolades you get is well worth it. I've known you since you were the talented Mr. Roto. But if you got good rules, being a commissioner is not a big deal. The league will run itself. So.
Yeah, we tweaked the rules a little bit, no doubt about it. But I thought they were for the better. I think most people liked actually the way the rules were. But, No,
after the whole dust-up that we were talking about, the rules got changed a little bit, and I think everyone was happy.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're probably
right. So it ultimately ended up working out. And Will and I became closer.
Listen, we're Cuse boys. We're Cuse boys. We can never be enemies.
Boys. That's very true.
That was another thing that Will was getting really irritated about when Jerry O'Connell was in the league. I was trying to explain to Howard today. I would be like, well, what's going on with my pick? It's like, I don't know. Fucking Jerry won't answer me. He's on the West Coast. He's not answering me. And it would slow everything down.
Real quick, we go in an order, and it's not automated. So we have to wait for the person before you to pick before you can move on. And Jerry was taking so long, we had to institute a 24-hour policy that if you didn't make a pick in 24 hours, we moved on. And even that was a long wait because he'd take the full 24 hours. It was a lot of waiting.
Scott Salem felt he was misrepresented today on the show.
That's another thing I was going to talk about. So what do we give? 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes per pick? Yeah. If you need the full 5 minutes in the first round, there's something wrong with you, right?
One stat I wanted to bring up, but I thought it would just be too sort of nerdy for Howard's audience, but it's hilarious. So last year, Scott Salem had Calvin Johnson, literally the best wide receiver in the NFL, and he led the NFL in targets last year. So he got the best NFL wide receiver, got the most throws to him, and yet he was tackled at the 1 yard line 5 times. Most in the NFL, he was tackled inside the opponent's 5 yard line 8 times. So it's just like, you want to talk about back cloud. He got more targets last year than the year before, and yet he went from 16 touchdowns to 5.
Didn't they take away a touchdown from him too? A very controversial call where they said it wasn't a completion of a catch or something like that.
That was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago against the Bears. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to do that stat because I thought it was a perfect Scott the Engineer stat, but I figured that would
I think he had
glaze
Chris
over.
Johnson too the year like that. He kind of shit the bed. Like, that whole thing started.
He's totally the black cloud.
Do you think that we all have bad players, or that we just notice Scots because they're Scots?
I think part of it is noticing Scots because they're Scots, but part of it, the thing that drives me crazy is exactly what you brought up. You know, as fun as the draft is, it can get long. And when you're taking the full 5 minutes, 3 minutes every single time, and then you make a shitty pick on top of it, it's like you want to kill yourself.
Well, and the other thing is that Jason always elbows me, is Scott comes with this thing of papers, which gets out of order after the first time he looks at them. So you're like, hey, it's time to pick a tight end. And you see, pick a paper. He picks one up, he walks to the board, wrong piece of paper, puts it down, goes back. A lot of
right. Sometimes he'll put down the paper. He'll put down the paper. You'll go up to the stickers and you'll forget your player when you're searching through the stickers.
Not true.
And you have to go back to.
And then Scott can't see, so he goes through every pile of stickers.
Yeah, the thing that drives me nuts with him is his research starts when he goes on the clock.
Right.
He's not like prepping when other people are going.
Well, Scott explained that. He's too busy working on the show.
That's right.
To start.
That's funny because it looked like he was staring at the wall.
The league has voted you most valuable douchebag for that comment.
Thank you very much.
Throwing the entire league under the bus.
Maybe after the 10th round, I slow down a little on my picks. The first,
Scott, it's just not true.
It's not true.
You're slow.
Not on the first.
All right,
half a round.
Well, this brings up a good thing, which as long as
we have 90 seconds, and I use all of it, whatever we have. I'm allowed that time. I don't go over the time limit. I'm too busy eating pizza that he brings or White Castle, whatever Jason
It's like
brings.
when you're watching the NFL draft and the team you know they're going to take, and they take all the time just for the sake of taking.
Like the worst thing is when the team with the top draft pick uses the full 15 minutes. You had 9 months to fucking think about this.
I do. There's in the book. There's actually a whole thing called That Guy. Like, don't be that guy. And there's a couple of them where Scott is literally that guy. It's one of those things.
Well, if you don't like me, then wait till this year.
Bring it on. I'm all for it. But here's what I was going to say is, since we have a lot of the league here, one of the issues is draft day. And so last year we did the draft at a conference room here at Sirius. And so I would suggest, because draft day is such a great moment, let's do this somewhere. Let's do this somewhere fun. I don't care. I don't care where it is, whether it's a bar, whether it's a restaurant. Call up Lonnie. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do. Have some. Do it. Let's do it somewhere fun. Make a big event, and if you want, invite the public, because they'll see what we're talking about with Scott.
We're talking about all of this. Don't worry. We're talking about all of this.
Now that Howard has seen this world and Matthew's opened his eyes, do you think he's changed his attitude at all towards fantasy sports and fantasy football?
I think he thinks it's stupid, but he very much enjoyed watching us all fight like Lord of the Flies.
Yes.
Didn't you think for a second he was just going to say the league has to go away?
Yeah, he almost
immediately
did. I absolutely thought that could happen today. So, Matthew, you did a good job. JD, you got accused of overthinking things.
And overeating.
Do you feel that you overthink not just the fantasy draft, but life in general? Are you overthinking too much?
Yeah, a little bit.
What are you pointing to?
ICP walking through the hallways.
I was the one that brought that up, and my feeling is that what JD does draft-wise, I think, happens in his own life, which is he just gets in his own way too much. I honestly think a lot of times JD's his own worst enemy.
Oh, I agree with that.
But you did win the league once, so you should feel that you can do it.
You know what,
again.
John? All right, okay. Are you letting me have my victory now? Because every time I bring it up, you're like, I gave you that victory.
What are you talking about?
You're such an asshole.
He beat me that year. So how did he give it to you? How did you give it to him?
Well, I gave him LaDainian Tomlinson and a couple other guys, but in a trade that favored him. I think.
No. I gave you LaDainian Tomlinson. You gave me Steven Jackson.
Oh, right. I gave you Steven Jackson.
And something else.
Well, anyway, but kidding aside, you won the league, so that means you can do it.
Yeah, well, I'd like to do it again, but it doesn't help when you lose 3 times in a row, and I got you nagging in my ear like, I gave you that victory.
Well, I did.
But you have to block it out. You just have to have the confidence. You're like, I've won this league before. I can win it again. There's no way I'm losing last place 4 years in a row. You should be all in on this punishment.
No.
And you should be, I'm all in on this punishment. I'm going to do everything possible to make sure John Hine gets this punishment.
What's the punishment?
We have to figure that out, Benji. And you would be great to come up with what this is. We have to figure out what the last place
you have to fuck me, JD.
One last question. How difficult is it to lose 4 years in a row?
It's
three
almost
years.
statistically impossible.
It's almost as hard as it is to win 4 years in a row, right? To win.
I think it's harder to lose to finish last 3 years in a row than it is to win 3 years in a row. I actually think that's harder to do.
Wow. All right, let's move on to another fantasy, if you will, with Sydney Leathers coming in today. And this one, Gary, I don't know. There was mixed reaction to her in terms of, is she making the most of the moment, and was she a victim here, or is she taking advantage of the situation?
This is my personal opinion on it. She's not a victim. She's totally taking advantage of the moment. So what? She came in and she told us everything. And, listen, if he's going to do that shit and expect that no one's going to talk about it, then he's out of his mind. And I have been sort of supportive. I'm like, let the people vote. Live and let live. If they don't like him, whatever, he's a good politician. But when you start to hear the transcripts and then you start to hear her talking, it's very obvious, by the way. I think somebody in the office said it. This is a compulsion. Yeah. Like, this is beyond just a horny guy.
Because of the coming 5 times, because of the multiple...
Well, because he can't stop doing it when he knows that continuing to do is going to wreck what he loves to do besides doing this, because of how involved he is with her. And I do believe that by the end of in 6 months, we're going to find out that he was coming 15 times a day with 3 different chicks.
Robin asked a great question. Sorry, Jason. Robin asked a great question, which was, in his mind, is this his way of having a little fun, but not cheating? Like, does this not cross the line?
Probably, but it doesn't cross his line.
Does it cross your line?
Here's the line that I put up. If my wife knew I was doing it, would she be mad about it? And the answer is yes, so it has crossed the line.
Yeah, it bulldozes through the line then. Jace?
I think it's crossing the line, just the amount of time and effort he put into it. I mean, forget the sexting. That is like a major amount of time he's not spending with his family, so he could be on the phone with this girl or doing whatever. But
it sounds like he's on for like a minute. It sounds like he spent 4 minutes in a day.
I don't know, man. There was a lot of thoughts in those emails. Right. It just seems like he's very involved. But I was comparing it the other day to the Chris Hansen To Catch a Predator series, because sometimes you see guys show up twice. Like, they get caught twice. And I always think, wow, that's like a real compulsion. That means you can't help yourself. And that's kind of what this reminds me of.
And is it all about being worshipped? That's what she said. That's really what he's looking for. Like, he just wants someone fawning all over him and thinking he's the man.
No, I think he just wants to get off.
But it was how he got off.
That's true.
It was it was a lot of deference to him.
Howard said this. We were at a dinner once. Believe it or not, I'll just leave it at that. But Howard once said that he put it into words, and he said it today on the show. Also, it's like, and it really struck me, and it strikes me about food like this too. Like how much sex do you need? So to me that really struck me. It's like, it's not just the actual like hunger for sex. It's just like this, like you guys, the word compulsion. And because I know I do that with overeating. Like, I'm not hungry. I just want to stuff myself. I want to stuff myself. And I think that's the kind of feeling he has.
Yeah, I used to think sex addiction was bullshit, but when I see guys like this, I don't think it's bullshit.
Yeah, I get the sense that it's less about sex and more about ego. Sort of to your point, John, and what Benji's saying as well, right?
Yeah,
more about his ego.
Why do you think she fell in love with him, or fell?
I don't think she fell in love with him. I think it's a great thing to say. I think she, one of the things that she said today that I thought was very disingenuous that made me laugh is, he would call me up and then he would like jerk off and come, and I would just be like, ooh, and then I want to say, but you continue to take his call.
Yeah.
Like, ooh means like, ooh, don't fucking call me anymore.
I'm not buying that ew either. But I think you're a 21-year-old girl. You got, a senator or whatever he was, texting you. I do think that as much as I hate to say like she was a child, because a 21-year-old is an adult, I do think a young woman in that mindset could certainly get swept up in a older, more powerful man paying attention to her.
I think she's got a little bit of what he's got going on as far as the hunger for fame.
Gary, talk a little bit about the coverage that was going on outside of our compound.
Well, there were a lot of people waiting for her downstairs. There were a lot of news crews and stuff. I didn't realize, Will and I talked about it last week. We weren't even sure what was going to happen. That Gina chick, she brings a lot of people to the show. So she's, she understands the power of the show. When we booked her, I think we booked her on Friday. She already done the TV thing. I just sort of figured she'd be everywhere, and then we talked to her. I had no idea that she wasn't doing anything except for that TV show and then us. And then it was like JD was talking last night. I'm watching Channel 11 News. It's the lead story. The guy starts by talking about she'll be on the Howard Stern show tomorrow. They're shooting in front of our building, and then he ends the story by, well, we'll see how this turns out when she talks to Howard Stern tomorrow.
Yeah, it was on Entertainment Tonight. It was on CNN. It was everywhere. And CW11 was plugging it every hour that she's coming on the show.
This is the biggest deal since Donna Rice recreated the photo on the cover of the New York Post and sat on Howard's lap.
Do you think when she as far as we know, like she gave the photos to that website, The Dirty, right?
I think so.
But she said anonymous at that point.
Yeah.
Was she already planning to be outed at that point, do you think, or hoping to be?
I think if you're giving photos to a website called The Dirty...
No, but she was... At that point, it was all blurred out, and she claims another website, which it did, that's how it played out on the web, like revealed her, like from the screenshot, from the blurred screenshots and everything.
Why are you giving pictures to any website if you don't think there's a chance of being known?
She says, and this is the part that I get a little... seems a little bit offensive to me, is like, it was... I think she might have really been sincere about, hey, this is not the guy that should be mayor, but I think she wanted it out there also that she was part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't... listen, it's offensive when there's a couple and you're married and then one person comes and starts telling all the stories because you have a bond there. When two people are engaged in this kind of behavior, to me it seems like all bets are off.
Does he drop out now, you think? Will he give in?
I really do think Doug Goodstein was taking notes and he really felt that there's no way he can make it through the end of the day based on what was said.
Well, he can't answer. I mean, if any reporter now is going to have a list of 30 questions based off today's show, I don't know how he's going to even talk about anything else.
Do you think, okay, for let's say his long-term goal is to be a respected figurehead, politician or something, a liberal figurehead. Is it better for him to stay in or get out at this point?
I don't think you can even think about what's better for the long run. I think you just have to think about what's going on right now.
Yeah. He's got no shot. I mean,
no. I know he has no shot of winning mayor.
I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying in terms of being respected.
Right. I think he will be back.
No, but here, Benji, think about this. Think about Clinton, right? And regardless of what you think, Clinton has a lot of political fans, people who think he was a great president. Regardless of where you fought, there are a lot of people that feel that, and yet still, however many years later, you think of Clinton, and that's
that's the joke. But Clinton is a very respected figure.
Of course he was, but it's still part of his DNA. I don't think
he'll lose. He won't
you know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on, guys. Let's talk a little bit about Robin Quiver's birthday. It is August 8th, but we celebrated today, and a lot of greetings, a lot of blasts from the past, and Robin seemed to enjoy it, but I wasn't sure, Gary. Do you think she had a good time with
I wasn't sure either. Like, at times she was like laughing, thought it was funny. Then at other times I thought she seemed moderately annoyed. But all in all, that's how somebody's birthday should be celebrated around here.
I agree.
If you leave happy, then we're not doing it right.
And I thought the Peruvian shaman was quite excellent.
That was great. That was great. He was just awesome, and what he was saying was awesome.
Do you feel when your birthday comes around now, do you enjoy it, or is it like, okay, I'm getting a year older, and I'm not going to have too many more of these?
It's like wow. I'm not.
That's to everyone, not just to Gary.
I'm not there yet, but it's sort of like not what it used to be. I think the whole big thing was like I hit my 40th, and that was great. Then I hit my 50th, and now it's like, I'm not looking like I was looking forward to hitting my 50th, thinking like, okay, I'm in pretty good shape. I still feel good. I got a good job and everything. But now 60 just means you're just flat out fucking old.
Do you calculate like how much time you think you have left?
Yes, every day.
And where are you at?
I'm thinking my Mendoza line is 80. So I always think like 80 is about what I aspire to get to. So I think to myself, okay, so that gives me 28 more years. And I always do everything like my dad was about the same age when he had me as I am when I had Jackson. So I sort of correlate, like I wonder what my dad was doing at this period, that sort of thing.
JD cannot answer that question, by the way, Benji. He can't.
I understand how he feels. I mean, it freaks me out too. I can talk about it, but it freaks me out.
It freaks me out all the time. I think about it now that I've had daughters. Like that's the thing. Like now that I have children, like I think like I want to make sure I want to see them get married. I want to see them graduate college. I want to see their grandkids. Like you start thinking about that, and it freaks you out.
Does it make you feel better at all about your own mortality that they're out there?
Yes, but also like anytime I hear a story about like, he just passed away. He was 48, and you're like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like you hear those stories all the time, and they freak me out all the time.
Well, I'm going to get a little personal with you. I hope I'm not going to a strange place, but you're also you have twins that are fairly young. You have kids later in life, so are you like the older dad at a lot of stuff?
Oh yeah. Which, that's the other part that freaks me out. Like I've done that math. Like so, I'm 43. My twins are a year and a half, right? So I'm just like, so I'm going to be like 60 when they're graduating college. You know that, like,
right? So like if they get married at 30,
right,
you'll be 73,
right? Yeah, like I've done all that math. Like okay, like all right, well if they get married young and they have kids, maybe like at 80, like I've done that math.
No, I get it,
and it's like it depresses me sometimes. It definitely freaks me out.
Will, you just had a daughter. Do you feel the same way? Do you think that way?
Not really. I mean, given my medical past. I really feel like I'm living on borrowed time.
He's already
as it is. I really do feel that way.
Way over the Mendoza line.
Well, yeah, if I have a full life, I'll be really
he
grateful.
thought, you legitimately thought at 15, 16.
Absolutely. I had actual thoughts of that I'm going to die. So, that really changes your perspective, I think, a lot. That you're just like happy to be here.
For those in the audience who don't know, because it does sound weird, Will, when he was younger, had cancer twice, correct?
Well, I came out of remission, right?
Yep. And so he had, the real thoughts about dying.
Yep.
And then he became our league
He
commissioner.
wrote the show for, he really did. He wrote the show.
Yeah, he wrote to the show.
That's right.